Tucked away in this week's Parsha is a fantastic account of the meeting between Yaakov Avinu and the king of Egypt, Paray Melech Mitzrayim. What is amazing about this is that the Torah records their very short conversation, and it is fascinating. It is not a political conversation or even a practical conversation. It is a short, personal conversation consisting of what seems to be a simple question and a not-so-simple answer. So what happens in this personal conversation? Paray asks Yaakov, Kama yemei shnei chayecha, which basically means, how old are you? And Yaakov does an interesting thing. He could have simply answered, I am 130 years old. But he doesn't say that. Instead, he gives a long and seemingly convoluted answer. Yemei shnei migurai shleishim u'ma'as shana. The years of my sojourn are 130. Ma'at v'ra'im hayu yemei shnei chayai. Few and hard have been the years of my life. V'lo hisigu es yemei shnei chayei avosai b'mei migureihem. Nor do they come up to the lifespans of my fathers during their sojourns. This answer is not only convoluted, it seems depressive. It sounds like Yaakov is saying, Yemei shnei megurai shleishim u'ma'as shana. I am 130 years old. Ma'at v'ra'im hayu yemei shnei chayai. But I don't feel like I've accomplished very much. Much of my life has been filled with bitterness and struggle. And I do not measure up to the lives and accomplishments of my fathers. Was Yaakov complaining? Why would he answer Paray in this way? And this depressive attitude does not even fit with what the Torah told us earlier in the Parsha, that when the brothers told Yaakov about Yosef being alive and all that had happened in Mitzrayim, and Yaakov saw the wagons that Yosef sent, which Rashi tells us were a sign that it was really Yosef and that he had not abandoned the ways of the Bnei Yisrael, the Torah tells us, Vatachi ruach Yaakov aviem, the spirit of their father Yaakov revived. All his troubles were now in the past. He had overcome his father-in-law Lavan, diffused Esav's threats, survived the years of famine, and now discovered that Yosef is alive and well and the second in command of a world power. Why is he being so down about his life? So I'd like to offer an explanation that is loosely based on what Rav Shamshon Raphael Hirsch says on this topic. Rav Hirsch points out that Paray did not simply ask Yaakov, how old are you? Paray asked him, Kama yemei shnei chayecha, which literally translates to, how many are the days of the years of your life? And Yaakov Avinu understood that Paray was asking him something much more profound than how old are you? Paray was trying to gauge the wisdom and depth of Yaakov's character. So he asked him about his days. Some of you may know that I play guitar. Quite often people ask me how many years I've been playing the guitar. And the answer today is, I've been playing guitar for about 40 years. But they're asking the wrong question, because guitar playing does not improve with the number of years you play. The right question is, how many hours have you been playing the guitar? And my answer to that is, I've played many hours over the course of 40 years, but not enough. I've struggled with practicing in a consistent and orderly fashion, and I do not measure up to the guitar accomplishments of the great guitarists. That is not a depressive statement. It acknowledges reality and allows for me to be real with who I am as a guitarist. And that reality then allows me to make healthy decisions about how to proceed with my being a guitarist. Being alive requires choices. Being alive means there will be ups and downs, periods of crisis and periods of calm. Being alive is messy. Being alive means struggle, accomplishments, disappointments. Paray asked the right question. He wanted to know if Yaakov was truly alive, Did Yaakov know how to live in each moment? Did Yaakov understand the value of each and every day? And Yaakov answered, I've lived 130 years, and the days of my life have been really complicated with many challenges and much suffering. And I have not lived up to the lives and accomplishments of my fathers. But when understood in this way, that is no longer a depressive statement. It is a statement that acknowledges reality and allows for Yaakov to be real with who he was. Pare understood his answer and did not need to continue the conversation. He knew who Yaakov Avinu was, an Ish Tam Yoshev Haolim, who had learned, no matter the struggle, no matter the sorrow, to be fully present and live each and every day. Have an amazing, connected Shabbos.